Good day, everyone. I'm Miss Eden, and I'm a student from Isabela State University. And one of our requirements for the subject web-based application and management during this time of pandemic is to create a video presentation. And I choose Vue.js. I divided my presentation into three topics, which are technology introduction, technology application, technology demonstration. And under technology demonstration are installation, code integration to HTML, and sample codes. Over the last 10 years, our web page have become more dynamic and powerful thanks to JavaScript. We've moved a lot of code that was normally on the server side into our browsers, leaving us with thousands of lines of JavaScript code connecting to various HTML and CSS files with no formal organization. This is why more and more developers are using JavaScript frameworks like Angular, React, or Vue. Vue.js is created by Vue Evan while he was working for a project in Google using Angular. Inisip niya, what if extract niya yung gusto niya si Angular and make it lightweight? So, from that concept, the first source code commit July 2013 and the first release dated February 2014. And meron na ding second current version ang Vue na na-release naman noong September 2016. Progressive means Vue can be adapted incrementally. It's easy to integrate it in a project. Vue is an open source JavaScript framework for building user interface and single-page application. So, Vue has a progressive framework, which means if you have an existing server-side application, you can plug Vue into just one part of your application that needs a richer, more interactive experience, or if you want to build more business logic into your front end from the get-go. Vue has the core libraries and the ecosystem you'll need to scale. Reusable component. Vue makes it really easy to bind data to your HTML elements and is reactive. Vue is component-based. It's easy to create components, compose them, and reuse them. So like other front-end frameworks, Vue allows you to take a web page and split it up into reusable components, each having its own HTML, CSS, and JavaScript needed to render that piece of the page. Vue.js key features are simple, powerful, popular, and lightweight. Vue is simple to get started, and even once you get going in larger app, it is still simple to use. It can build a powerful, successful applications, and it has a rich ecosystem, and it is definitely a popular framework. It is one that has been well tested and been around for a while, weighing in at 20 KB, minified and compressed using a ZZip algorithm at runtime. Under Vue ecosystem, there are ashes for HTTP, Vue Router, Vue CLI, Vuex, UX, and debugging. So one of the sample applications that you can create using Vue.js is TaskList. TaskList is a simple app build with Vue.js that helps you keep track of all your tasks. With a simple, intuitive design, this task list enables you to organize your life and never again forget about tasks. Second is Rotten Soup. Rotten Soup is a roguelike RPG with an interface built with Vue.js. Third is the Oh Dear Web Monitoring System. Oh Dear monitor websites, applications via uptime monitoring, certificate monitoring, content validation, misconfiguration, instant alerts, and etc. Fourth is the Leap Player music streaming app. Leap Player app allows its users to privately host their music files. With this, users can have access to their favorite playlists anywhere through internet. This includes the facility to sort music by artists, playlists, album using the search button. And last on my example is the Habitica, a habit tracking app. Habitica is a habit building and productivity app that allows its users to treat their lives as a game. For every night habit to achieve goals, its users get in-game rewards, while for any diversion from the track, there are punishments. The apps offer a creative way to organize healthy and balanced lifestyle. Mobile apps, Android and iOS for Habitica are built using Vue.js framework. Installing the Vue.js, there are 4 ways to install it. First is the CDN. For prototyping or learning purposes, you can use the latest version. NPM is the recommended installation method when building large-scale applications with Vue. It pairs nicely with module bundlers such as Webpack. CLI is a globally installed NPM package and provides the Vue command in your terminal. It provides the ability to quickly scaffold a new project via Vue Create. And lastly is the Bower. Only UMD builds are available for Bower. So in order to install the Vue.js, you just need to go to vuejs.org/v2/guide/installation.html. And there you can see the CDN and the script tag for CDN. CDN has no Webpack. You can do this simply by dropping a script tag on the page. Means you just need to include the script in your HTML page. CDN means instead of Vue residing on your own server, it will be delivered from a separate server. And if you're going to use the Vue CLI, how do you get started? First, you can go install Node from nodejs.org and download the LTS version. It stands for long-term support. That is important because you want to make sure you get the most recent long-term support version. And then, install the NPM. Usually, Bower used for web browser front-end package. And it is used for managing front-end component like HTML, CSS, JS, and etc. And it is also another example of package. Code integration to HTML and sample codes for Vue. Vue.js uses an HTML-based template syntax that allows you to declaratively bind the rendered document object model DOM to the underlying Vue instance data. All Vue.js templates are valid HTML that can be parsed by aspect-compliant browsers in HTML parsers. Under the hood, Vue compiles the templates into virtual DOM render functions. Combined with the reactivity system, Vue is able to intelligently figure out the minimal number of components to re-render and apply the minimal amount of DOM manipulations when the app state changes. If you are familiar with virtual DOM concepts and prefer the raw power of JavaScript, you can also directly write render functions instead of templates with optional JSX support. Binding attributes. Vue can bind the attributes of your elements to your data properties. Binding means keeping your attributes up to date with your properties. Declarative rendering and first directive be bind. First, I created a basic HTML file and included the script that allows us to see Vue. Next, if you look at the JavaScript code, you can see I created a new Vue instance. I precise where to mount this instance with the L property, that is to say in the div whose ID is sharp up. Finally, I provided a data object to that instance. I set a name property whose value is Eden May. Go back to the HTML file, you can see there is a p tag containing my name is. By using these double brackets, you're telling Vue, do you see this name property that you have in your data? I want you to put its value in these brackets. And here's another example. Did you see? By specifying bbind placeholder, we told Vue to bind the input's placeholder to its property. The input's placeholder will change too. This binding is available for a lot of HTML attributes. And the magic happens. Vue behind the scenes has done a lot of stuff and has made your data reactive with the DOM. It means that whatever you'll modify the name, the changes will be reflected immediately into the DOM. Cool, right? Conditional rendering with VIF. I bet you can guess what is the purpose of VIF. Just with the name, it's about conditional rendering. Render elements based on a condition. As an example, I want to render elements only if the user is an admin. So on my example, you just see hello world. Go into the JS file and modify the admin property to true. The following sentence appears. You can see this sentence because you're an admin. That's all, and thank you for watching.